Stylz TV.
B96, it is Stylz and Roman once again. The Comcast couch is chilling in the studio, and today, just we got Wyclef Jean definitely in the building. What's up, man?
What's the word, baby?
And you can tell he's all about music because he's playing a beat like right now on the table, man.
Original cafeteria beat.
He just sold it for $10,000 too. It's funny. I don't know who that guy was who just bought it, but $10,000, man.
Welcome to Chicago, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's always good to be out here, you know, in Chicago. Coming from Haiti, you know, Chicago, a lot of people don't know, but, you know, Chicago was actually founded by a Haitian.
Really?
Is it really?
I messed your whole head up right now.
Yeah, you did. Because, I mean, I'm sure Haiti is very hot, and Chicago is the complete opposite of that right now. Do you just like wearing jackets? Is that why you come here right now? Or?
Yeah. I straight up, actually, I came from out there, and basically, you know, in the time of, like, war, you know what I'm saying, like, the Haitians travel all over to fight. So there's always, for me, just a natural connection. And I got to say, when it comes to live music, Chicago don't play. Like, it really feels like musicianship in Chicago. So I always feel at home, man. Yeah,
well, it's cool because, you know what, you, speaking of musicianship, you're like the ultimate musician. You play like every instrument in the world, and obviously even the cafeteria beats and stuff.
Yeah, we even play studio beats.
Yeah, I gotta tell you something, man. A couple years ago, what was it, like 2002? I don't even know. Yeah, you performed at Chicago House of Blues for us. We had a B96 Jingle Bash, and you
2002, I remember that.
You got so crazy, dude. You were like on speakers, like I
remember I was jumping, climbing.
Yeah, you wrecked it, bro.
We'll set it up for everybody out there. The House of Blues is a stage. It's got like a big there's big booths around there. Our bosses backstage were getting worried because you had nothing tied to you on these high ass things up there. You looked like you were gonna jump into the crowd like 40 feet up, man.
You got rowdy.
Well, I had a lot of practice coming from the Brooklyn projects, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Police chasing you, jumping in the back 5 stairs down into
with the microphone singing?
Yeah, singing songs, right?
No, I wasn't singing at the time, unfortunately. I was running.
Okay.
And that's the good thing about an artist, though. I mean, people can go on stage and have hit songs and just rap or sing and then don't dance or do anything. You just, like, took it to another level by doing all that, you know what I mean? And then, like, why do you think that people, like, when they're watching you, you know, in the crowd, do you think, like, if they're just sitting down enjoying the music, clapping around a little bit, but then when they see you go crazy and ballistic, then they follow in return, do the same thing?
I mean, for me, I just be happy when I'm on stage because I know what I could have became, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I could have either been dead in the alley, set up in the jukes, you know? Coming from Haiti, third world country, I could have been a gang leader. You don't know. So it's a joy and it's an honor when I'm on stage and people pay money to come see me. And coming from the Caribbean, I just want to share back, like, my experience and
culture and stuff.
So you ain't gonna be able to come to no Wyclef show sitting down like that.
I want to ask you, I've been a fan of yours from day one, bro, for real. Do you consider yourself a rapper, a singer, a vocalist? What do you consider yourself?
All the above?
Yeah, right.
I mean, really, you know, a lot of people say that. Well, I mean, my background, of course, I studied jazz.
Okay.
You know, in high school, I was a jazz major. I grew up with the hip hop culture, which is the reggae culture is still inside of the hip-hop culture. Kool Herc, he was from Jamaica. He came, put the two turntables together.
He was here yesterday, actually.
Yeah, he was.
Kool Herc, that's what's up.
Yeah. Big up to him. What up?
Big up to Kool Herc. But that was funny. But I definitely, you know, I'm a student of hip-hop. The culture of hip-hop, that's what I was brought up on, you know? And inside of that, I kill the stereotype of, you hip hop, you can't know who Pink Floyd is. That's BS. You're hip hop, you can't know who Metallica is. That's not true. Because if you listen to, like, from the Run DMCs and all of the dudes, they had the fundamentals of all the music. So hip hop is when you could take, you know, that street form or whatever form where you from and express yourself. You know what I mean?
And then, but I mean, let's talk about also, like, you know, with the Fugees early on, you were rapping, okay? And then you had some songs later on that came out where you are kind of singing. So anything you prefer where you're singing or rapping, or you just, like, beat your voice out there?
I mean, we could get into some freestyle before I leave.
That's cool, for sure.
We get dirty, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For anybody who think I stopped rhyming, I'll catch you out there, you know?
Yeah.
As I evolve, right, it's sort of like, you know, I'm not like what's called a monotone rapper, meaning like it's one style, you know what I'm saying? So even when I'm singing, it's still in rhyme form.
For sure.
Like if it was like a Dylan or, you know what I mean? So for me, or like even when Marley is singing, you know what I'm saying? Like if you break the lyrics down, you could either rhyme them or whatever. I'm just comfortable with it all. And I think it's boring when I'm listening to someone and it all just sounds the same.
Yeah, you have different inflections in your voice, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
And you got your different
that,
styles.
Either that or have production which lays it differently. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of, you mentioned Marley. You on the Fugees' The Score, you did No Woman No Cry, and sounded just like him. I mean, Jesus. I mean, is that something you practiced with early on as a little kid, or?
No, I think for me, really, I'm from the islands. You know what I mean? Haiti's an hour from Jamaica. You know what I mean? Like we always like some kids get influenced by James Brown, and they sound like just like James Brown. So coming from the islands, I was influenced by Bob Marley. That was one of the styles of the music I grew up with.
Was that a dream for you to do that song and and do it damn well too? I mean, you did a great job on it.
Yeah, but you know what? It's sort of like I idolize Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a fan. Like you come to my concerts, when I do my concert, I may do like a half an hour just dedicated to Marley. You know what I'm saying? Of the music. But
what's the smell in the concert hall during the Bob Marley set?
Man, you already know it.
Yeah, you already know what it is.
Like, you know, I don't hide that.
Hey, no reason to hide it, right?
You know me. All you gotta do is come to my concert. You walk in, ain't nothing but a big fog over here.
It's Puff Give. All right, the new album's coming out December 4th. Let's ask one more question about the Fugees. Do you ever reflect back on that and wish that the Fugees never broke up, that you guys were still together through all this time?
I mean, you know, definitely at one time, you know what I'm saying, I had my reflection and just said, you know, this was such a good thing. Why did it, you know, have to happen? But as a producer, you know, it was just important to keep evolving myself. And I think I even went through a psychological period of just years of wondering, you know what I'm saying? Like, should I get back into production? Should I just, you know what I'm saying? And psychologically, it messes with you. When you from a group that has sold, you from like a superstar group.
Huge group.
You know what I'm saying? And then you try to break off as a solo artist, right? But then you still want to be part of a group, you know? So
and it wasn't like you branched off and didn't have success. You had big success as a solo artist, but you were still kind of yearning for that group love?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, till today, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people thought that, you know, at one time, because you know, there's the myth in the industry is you're only as hot as your last hit, right? So it's sort of like if I'm out of the scene for a minute, you know, as far as radio and everything, and then I come back with a record like Hips Don't Lie that I produced, and then it breaks every form of radio research you can think of in history. And then, so it makes me think like, okay, I did that record. I produced that from beginning to end. Then it shows like your relevancy. Like, oh, you know what I mean? You still got it. Like, you can go out and do it. So I think when I did the T.I., do you know what it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of beats that I wanted to come back.
Did you give him any money in bail, T.I., by chance?
No, that's my man, yo. That's my good friend, man, you know what I'm saying? And
way to bring it up, dude. Good job, man. Now this interview's over.
Now we can figure out some stuff with that.
That's my good friend, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
break it down with that. All right, we'll jump off the T.I. thing. Let's talk about Shakira. You brought up Hips Don't Lie. Were you even able to concentrate while she was dancing during that video and everything, or what?
I mean, man.
That was like a duet, though. I mean, you're singing on that one too, bro.
Yeah, but check this out, man.
This is gonna be good.
Forget about the video, but just think about the creation, right? So I'm in the studio with Shaki. She's like, yo, the song is not a hit until my hips move. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
man, that's cool.
Now I gotta, I gotta make her hips move. You know what I'm saying? So
and you did very well.
So definitely, it's just you put the Colombian culture with what I was doing from Brooklyn, the whole vibe. I felt, you know, people was missing that fun energy in records, but that multicultural format where when you hear a record, I mean, think about it, like when you're Let's Dance, put on your head, it doesn't, it don't matter the era or the time, like you throw that on and a kid. So my job, I always like to try to do these records that just sound timely and could go from a kid that's 2 years old to someone who's 60. It's like, yo, this is cool music, you know what I mean?